Welcome to Double Exposure, episode 6. Hello, good and son.
What episode is it?
6.
You sure?
No. Yeah. No, I'm sure.
6.
I'm confident enough that I'm the same amount of confident in this being episode 6 as I am that O.J. Simpson didn't kill that woman. You know what I mean?
Are you sure?
Oh no, that's sort of my point. I think he did. Dan, we got a movie news heavy week, I think, this week, but I've got one gaming story that's gonna really tickle you. It's gonna reach down into the long hairs and it's gonna go.
This is episode 6. I just had to double check it.
And OJ killed that woman. All right, what have you got for us this week? What is your top of the house? Let's get right into it. I'm on painkillers right now, and I'm full of caffeine. So let's get into it. I've got a headache.
Right. First things first.
We got to finish this episode before the headache comes back.
First things first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
What's that?
What? You don't know that?
No.
The song where it's like first things first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Oh no, I don't know. No. I thought this was an actor.
Oh no.
Did any famous? I think a famous actor died this week. No.
Probably famous actor dies every week, man.
Yeah, that's fair enough too. Chuck Norris, I guess.
Oh, Chuck Norris died. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know he was a Zionist?
I didn't.
Yeah, apparently, a month before he died, he'd been silent all his life about political issues, right? Or like more or less, right? Like not news breaking, whatever, right? A month before he dies, motherfucker goes to Israel and does a photo shoot with Netanyahu. And is like, I love Israel for the promised people, blah, 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 blah. And everyone was like, Chuck, why are you doing this? And then he fucking died. What a way to spoil your legacy, you know?
Did you see the video about him?
I want to make sure, right as I'm dying, like I have cancer or whatever killed him, right? I want to make sure before I die, just to make certain that I'm on the wrong side of history. Put me in the notes. Like, go on, sorry.
I seen a video of him. It's like, oh, what would you say to like young men who like struggle with stress? So he's like, I just don't worry about it, man. I just don't worry about it. I was like, fair enough, Chuck. But my dad is like binging through all the James Bond movies, right?
Yeah.
And he got as far as like,
is he in them?
Spectre. No. I think Spectre. We just finished Spectre. He had to watch Spectre, so he'd almost binged every James Bond movie. There's like 1 or 2 left, and then Chuck Norris died, and he just like went into like a fit of, what is life like? And now he's just binging all the Chuck Norris movies.
Yeah, because great actor. Even if he was a horrible person, great actor. You know, real good tough guy. I feel like the last Hollywood
What's your
tough
favorite
guy.
Chuck Norris movie?
I don't know if I've seen a Chuck Norris movie. Have I?
Dodgeball.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, that's what started the meme, probably, right? You would assume.
It's my favorite Chuck Norris movie.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other Hollywood like tough guys, and I think the only one that's left is a really nice guy, and it's Harrison Ford. Although, well, no, in saying that, Clint Eastwood seems okay.
Yeah.
You know, I like when you get a Clint Eastwood interview and it's like, the headline will be like, Clint Eastwood shocks fans with surprise reaction. And the interviewer goes, what did you think of the awards? And he goes, I don't give a fuck, and walks away. He goes, stop being it. And then says a slur.
So I got lots of topics.
Yeah, let's get to them. I'm excited.
Let's bang out a couple of quick ones first, right? So
okay, stay on the mic.
There was a trailer this week.
Yep.
For a little show called Dutton Ranch.
Stay on the mic. You've immediately moved away.
There was a trailer this week for a little show called. I'll move forward. A little show called Dutton Ranch.
Dutton Ranch.
Dutton Ranch.
Is this a Yellowstone thing?
It's a Yellowstone spin-off.
I knew it.
I watched the trailer.
Yeah.
It looks so horrible.
Well, the guy, what's Taylor, whatever his name's gone, right? The
he's
creator.
Still writing them.
I thought he's working on like Landman with a different.
No, he's working on all those at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He writes so many shows at once, like.
Is it? Do you? Are you on that camp? I haven't seen any of Yellowstone. I've been meaning to for like 2 years. But are you on that camp of people that is like he ruined the show as soon as he wrote himself into it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fully, and you will be too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You will be too. But the thing is, right?
Yeah.
People be like, "Oh, the show was great," and then he wrote it in, and then it was diabolical. The show was never great. Don't get it twisted. It was never great. Okay. It was somewhat decent.
Yeah.
Right? You'll watch the first episode and you were like,
I've seen clips of the Native American people and maybe spoilers for Yellowstone. I don't know where this lands in it. The woman that gets shot with the arrow covered with shit, so she's going to die, and, you know.
Would you believe that's not even in Yellowstone? That's in the prequel.
That's in 22?
One of those prequels,
One of them? Yeah. And that's a good scene.
Yeah, but like, 1923 is better
I saw it with like Alpha, like...
But like, you'll
funk.
watch the first episode of Yellowstone, and the way the first episode ends, you're like, oh man, this is gonna be sick. And then they just don't touch that plot point again. And then when they do pay it off in the finale, it's just it'll actually annoy you.
Okay.
Oh man.
I kind of want to watch it now
Yeah,
just to see.
we have a friend, right? I won't say his name just in case he doesn't want to be named for any reason. But he was a big fan of Yellowstone, right? And I told him I was watching it, and he was like, right, when you get to this episode, he's like, let me know. And I was like, I got to that episode. He's like, does it just make you angry? It does make me angry. But he hates Taylor Sheridan.
Really? Okay.
But anyway, the Dutton Ranch, right? It's a spin-off of Rip and Beth. So Rip is like the hard man cowboy.
Is that Taylor Sheridan?
No, he's a horrible human being.
Right. Okay.
And Beth, she's an even worse human being.
Okay.
So they're two horrible human beings.
So she's an enabler.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only so there's Yellowstone and there's the 2 prequels. So that's 3 shows. They're making a 4th prequel. He's writing at the moment. So what's that? That's 4 shows. There is the Madison, which is not a spin-off, but it's set in the Yellowstone world, so it's gonna cross over. The YCU, Yellowstone Cinematic Universe.
Fuck's sake.
They're gonna cross over. Then there's the Casey show.
Nothing can be made in isolation anymore.
Yeah. There's the Dutton Ranch show. He's making a show about the 4-6s just to sell his products.
The what? The 4-6?
The 4-6. It's a ranch he bought in real life and wrote it into the show.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, and then,
so wait, so he's gonna make a show about it and then he's gonna sell it, right, for profit?
oh, he's already been selling it. That's what happens in Yellowstone. I was watching the episode. I was like, this is a real ranch. I know it was a real ranch, right? I was like,
he owned it, right?
He owned it. Yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna Google, right, how much his like products are, and oh man, it was reckless.
Yeah.
And
so he's a landlord.
Straight away, you see it. It's like as seen on Yellowstone and
So he's a landlord.
Yeah, kind of.
What a fucking loser.
Oh, and then the character he writes into the show is the most insufferable prick I've ever seen in anything.
What a fucking
He writes
loser.
himself
At least it's
in.
accurate then.
Oh, so he's in there and he's like, oh, I'm playing poker. I never lose poker. All the women take their clothes off when I'm playing poker. I'm such an edgy cowboy. Look at me, I'm ripped. I take my shirt off. Look at me,
Gross.
I'm ripped now. Oh, everyone wants me. I'm going to save the Yellowstone Ranch. It's like, oh, man.
Yellowstone is kind of like, you know, you've heard the term grimdark before to describe things, right? Like in terms
I'll tell you what it is, right?
Well, it sounds like grimdark trying to invade Western.
You like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got kicked off Sons of Anarchy. He's like, let's do that with cowboys and make it.
He got kicked off Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, he was Officer Hale, the cop in season 1.
Oh my fucking God.
He might have been in season 2.
No. He doesn't get kicked off. Do you know what happened to that? You don't know the real story?
Yeah, he was like interfering. He was like, I remember seen.
No, he left to go make a different show. It got canceled after a season. They were like, "Can you bring me back?" And they were like, "No, we killed you, and we're not bringing you back."
There's Charlie Hunnam.
Kurt Sutter didn't get on with him, I don't think.
Yeah, he was like basically telling Kurt Sutter to write show. But Charlie Hunnam as well said in an interview, and he's trying to be as polite as possible. He was just like, I would never work with that man, basically.
Wow.
Because he was like, the stuff he was even saying to Charlie Hunnam when he was leaving the show, and he was like, man, I just don't like people like that.
Damn.
But we spent enough time on this crap show when it comes out, and I'm gonna watch it, right? I'm gonna watch it.
I can't wait to hear what you think.
Because my girlfriend's family love Yellowstone. Like, they think it's the best thing ever, and like I'm like,
in-laws, huh?
So I'm gonna end up watching it.
Have to watch their stupid westerns.
But the Casey show, Casey was my favorite character in Yellowstone.
Okay.
Right, he is the best character.
Okay.
And then he got his own show. It's called Marshalls, right? It's just basically CSI.
Why are there 7 shows?
It's just basically CSI.
Okay, well that at least.
But he wears a cowboy hat.
I like detective stuff. I have a topic in movies actually at some point as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll bang on a quick one here.
Okay.
Do you know what is the most highest viewed trailer out of anything ever made ever at the moment?
I imagine it's Project Hail Mary.
No, it's Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Oh shit! It is.
That trailer crossed 1 billion views.
Wow.
1 billion. Views.
Wow.
Yeah.
It took Justin Bieber a long time to get there. Didn't take Brand New Day very long.
Well, we were talking about it last week. It was already the most viewed trailer on the internet. So it's a week later. It's got 1 billion views. Yeah.
1 billion views.
It'll be interesting to see how much money it makes.
I'm not one of those billion. I haven't seen the trailer.
I might be 3 of those billion.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But yeah,
You're dropping the pound.
Got a bazillion views. Then while we're on Marvel, right, the Punisher one shot called Punisher Last Kill will be dropping the end. So they're gonna air all of Daredevil and then it's gonna drop at the end of it. So I'd imagine it ties into the show.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there's no footage for it. It's just been a poster.
Oh, you wouldn't want to mess with me, dude. You wouldn't want to mess with me. I kill people like you. Nah, man, you wouldn't really want to mess with me. And then he pulls out his pistol, and the Punisher shoots him 7 times in the chest and goes,
Let me tell you.
That's the Punisher. That's the Punisher. For all you guys who like that genre, go watch Punisher One Shot or whatever it's called.
Let me tell you something, man. I watched the Punisher show. It's actually great.
I'm sure it
actually
is.
so good, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. But like every time I see a clip from the show, that's what happens.
the clips are
and I'm
just-
like, that's
they-
so fucking boring.
The clips are so meme though. Joey, you've obviously seen the one who's like, wait.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so many memes. But it's coming out on May the 12th.
The scene I'm referencing specifically is the one where all the bikers try and corner him in the alley, and there's 5 of them, and they get the draw on him first, and he still takes them all down.
Have you seen the one where he fights in the gym?
I think I
He
have.
just
Yeah.
single-handedly grabs a barbell and smacks it off a guy's face.
Yeah.
Barbells weigh 20 kg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck off. It's not for me. I like good action scenes. I don't think The Punisher is good action.
But yeah, it's ending the end of Daredevil, which is airing at the moment. I watched episode 1.
Oh, this is the end?
No, it's airing at the end of Daredevil.
Oh,
so the end of the season.
Sorry, I thought you said Daredevil was ending.
No, they're already filming season 3. But Born Again had its first episode.
Do you like it as much as you like the original show?
Netflix?
Yeah.
No. I like it more. I do like it though. But like last season, people were very negative on it, and I was like,
Is there a part of you that still is like, this isn't my Daredevil, my Netflix Daredevil?
not really, because it is the newest
It's interesting
episode.
in its own
So
right.
so last season, did you hear the controversy about the first season?
Maybe.
So basically,
Refresh
they
me.
got new writers and they wrote the show, but the show was more like a lawyer comedy, and he was only supposed to suit up as Daredevil in like 1 or 2 episodes, and there was just loads of stuff. They wrote out the main cast. They only kept Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, and then they filmed like half of it, and then Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel, seen it, and he was like, "This is one of the worst things ever." And he fired the showrunners there and then.
Wow.
And then hired new showrunners who made The Punisher before, and they were like, "Can you fix it?" So that's why people didn't like half season, because like at times it's like, "Oh, it's going this way."
I do remember hearing about this now that you've said that.
Because
yeah.
the first episode,
it feels bipolar to
the
watch.
first episode came out. The first episode was unreal, and then the last 2 episodes are unreal. The middle episodes, people are like, I don't know, but they were the stuff
Yeah.
they kept. The whole first episode and whole last 2 episodes were completely
Wow.
rewritten and reshot, whereas the middle episodes they retwined
Yeah.
it. But now this is by actually the showrunners who made those
Yeah.
last 2 episodes. So it starts off, and it's gonna be good.
Cool.
And Matthew Lillard is in it.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who does he play? Is it a spoiler?
Mr.
to say?
Charles.
Okay.
That's all we know so far.
Okay.
But I watched Matthew
Keep an eye out.
Lillard in the first episode. I was like, Quentin Tarantino does not know what he's on about by calling this man a bad actor.
No, Matthew Lillard's awesome, and also Tarantino's a puffed up prick who likes children and feet. I said it. In my
But
opinion. That's
I'm
just an
telling you now,
opinion.
right?
It's just
He
an
came
opinion,
out with those
not an
comments
allegation.
about Matthew Lillard and who else did he call out? Paul Dano and stuff. And I was like, I'm just never watching one of your movies again.
Yeah, Paul Dano as well. Like, what the fuck are you on about,
My
dude?
man in
Like,
There Will Be Blood, who Daniel Day-Lewis said is one of the best actors he ever worked with.
yeah, and also, like, have you seen Prisoners? That's one of the most amazing performances of a traumatized person I think I've ever seen.
then as
And
well
the way
as,
it
like,
ramps up the tension is phenomenal.
He said Matthew Lillard is like, oh, I can only do one thing. I'm like, right,
Look-
you go watch Scooby-Doo and then go watch Scream after and tell me you can only do one thing.
How many Tarantino movies made it into your top 10 movies of all time?
None.
There you go. He's not worth listening to.
No.
No, because he's made some good movies. That's it. You know who else made some good movies? Fucking George Orwell. George Orwell, horrible prick, apparently, to work with and stuff like that. Stanley Kubrick, notoriously an asshole. Sometimes, look, genius and madness. I'm going to show you something. I wish we had a video element to show this part off, right? But this side of the coin is heads, right?
I'm not even holding a coin, just for reference.
It is a coin.
He's just tweaking.
This side of the coin is heads.
Is the coin in the room with
That's
us?
genius, right? And that side of the coin is madness, okay? Now, sometimes the coin doesn't land on heads or tails. Suppose you flip it enough, right? Legacy of Kane fans, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it lands on its edge. Tarantino's in one of those people there. A lot of directors that people like end up being in that gray area, because when someone has equal parts of madness and genius, there is an unnatural charisma. You're drawn to them in a certain way, and then those are the people that end up getting things made. And as a result, you end up with people like him who are on a fucking podium that they don't deserve to be on necessarily. Half of them does. The other half of them should be nowhere near it ever. And they have it anyway. And you got to listen to the shit they say. Matthew Leonard and Paul Dano will have you on the pod whenever.
Please.
I've taken down your enemy. I've dismantled him.
But yeah, season 1 started off quite good.
Yeah,
Or episode one,
I hope I never actually, we've said in the past before, I have a degree in movies and I like making movies. I hope I never have to work with Tarantino, dude. I don't know why I would, because I also want to direct, But yeah, fuck that guy.
So we're on some of the bigger topics now.
He's made some bangers though.
They're
Can't deny.
making a sequel to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and Stephen Colbert is writing it. Did you hear about this?
Wait, like late night host?
Yeah. Did you know he's like?
Oh, this might be good. Hold on.
Do you know he's like a super fan of Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, he's also a super fan of D&D.
And he's also
which means he gets how a party works.
Oh wait, he's known as a Tolkien scholar.
Yes.
Which means he can just quote you any line from the
book. Yeah.
He wrote basically a sequel.
Oh, I'm actually. He seems like a good one, dude. I'm actually really glad he's getting that.
So it's a sequel, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And the gist of it is, it's going to take place 14 years after the end of Return of the King, and it's going to follow Sam's daughter. Mm-hmm. But he wants to incorporate how many chapters was it? 5 chapters. Chapter 3 to chapter 8 of Fellowship of the Ring, the stuff with Tom Bombadil and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm reading Fellowship at the moment, but all that stuff got left out of the movie, and he's like diehard Lord of the Rings fan. He wants to incorporate that stuff in.
Cool.
And the pitch is like the war for the ring almost ended before it began. So I'd imagine what it's going to be is she's going to meet Tom Bombadil, and then they're going to reminisce, or he's going to remind him of the time that Frodo and Sam and all the stuff you didn't see in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I heard that first. Well,
hold on. I'm a little confused. It is a sequel. It takes place after.
It's a sequel. So I'd imagine half the movie's gonna be her, and then she'll meet like Tom Bombadil. He'll flesh out all that stuff, but he'll tell her about like when Frodo and Sam.
But my question is like, what's the conflict? Because like Lord of the Rings is World War I, so if anything follows suit, it has to be World War II.
I don't know. That's
right, and I know that Colbert knows that,
and he's writing it with his son.
Wow. Okay. I'm really
he said
interested.
As well, him and his son like wrote it a while ago, and they just didn't have the guts to like say it. And then he got in talks to Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson was like, "I'll get you in touch with Warner Brothers right now."
Will Jackson do it?
And they liked it.
Will Jackson do it?
Direct it?
Yeah.
I don't know yet, but Peter Jackson's involved. I don't know if he's like co-writing or something.
Oh, Jackson should do it.
He might direct.
I would love if Jackson got the chance to redeem his legacy with this franchise. They did him so dirty with The Hobbit, dude. They did him so dirty.
But if you watch
the
three Hobbits, right, there's actually some really good stuff in there.
Have you ever seen the supercut that someone did where they cut the 3 movies together with one film, and it's phenomenal? It's a great 5-hour movie or like 6-hour film. It's great. But no, I would love to get Jackson. For context, I've read The Hobbit. I've read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You know, I read them when I was super young. I was lucky enough that as I was getting into fantasy, and fantasy is my bread and butter. It's what I write. It's, you know, I'm a DM for years now, and I would in D&D and stuff like that. I've got a group. You know, fantasy is everything that I live and breathe, and sci-fi is sort of the other part of that, which they're the same genre, but I won't get into that right now. You'd agree? I was going to say there's a hot take for you, yeah. I was lucky enough that those books were presented to me when I was very, very young. Because I read the books first, I didn't like the Lord of the Rings movies for leaving a lot of stuff out when I first watched them, and I was also reaching an age when I watched them that I was becoming quite pretentious about a lot of things. I went back and rewatched them about a year ago now, and I still stand by the Twin Towers is a boring film, but the beginning and the end of that
trilogy. Twin Towers. You're thinking of a different genre there.
Fuck! The Two Towers is a boring film, but they did their best with what they had. And I like that trilogy a lot. I can't believe I flubbed that. That's awesome.
I put the Two Towers at the bottom of
100%. Yeah, I mean, where do the other two fall then?
Okay, I go worst to best. No, I don't think any of them are bad. Like, but
yeah.
Two Towers.
Yeah.
Return of the King, Fellowship.
Ooh.
No, man,
Return of the King is...
Fellowship is...
Return of the King might just be the best fantasy movie ever made.
Oh, Fellowship's my...
Ooh, actually, I don't know. Okay, a question for you. We're doing a sidebar now. What is the best fantasy movie ever made? Not just Lord of the Rings. Best fantasy movie. Because I would nominate some weird picks up there like Princess Bride and Willow.
I would, right. I have a nomination for you, right?
Okay.
But I think Lord of the Rings probably is the best fantasy movie.
Which one? The first one?
Maybe Fellowship, yeah.
Okay. I'd put Return of the King.
But I'll put, like, this is, like...
I think you can watch Return of the King on its own as well.
People are going to listen to this. They're like, this is a whack opinion, right?
Okay.
I think underrated. I think it's a perfect fantasy movie. It's got everything you want, right? You ever watched Stardust?
No.
Absolute banger.
Who's in Stardust? When did it come out?
It's based on a Neil Gaiman book.
Okay.
So it came out... Oh, I'm going to have to Google this. So Stardust... It also
This is recent then?
No, 2007.
Okay. Who's in it?
Big cast, right? Before any of them were big.
Right.
So they were all unknowns at this time.
Okay.
So Claire Danes.
Right.
Charlie Cox before he was Daredevil.
Yeah. Your boyfriend. That's your boyfriend.
It is. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Well, she She was big.
Oh, yeah, she was the biggest. She was the draw.
She was their get. Yeah.
Ben Barnes.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Henry Cavill.
Fuck off.
Henry Cavill.
Fuck off.
And he's in a minor role in the movie as well.
Okay.
Mark Strong was in it.
Okay. Oh, what?
Yeah. Oh no. Wait. Robert De Niro's in it.
Fuck off, dude.
I'm not joking.
I'm watching this film tonight.
The narrator is Ian McKellen.
Oh my god.
Ricky Gervais is in it.
Whoa.
Yeah, and just it's a great movie.
All right, I'll watch it tonight.
I don't want to tell you anything about it.
Yeah, no, I'm already sold. I'm already sold.
It's basically got the main plot you follow, and then there's like kind of side plots, but they all do tie together.
Okay, I'm watching that tonight.
I don't want to give you any more. It's great.
Cool.
I would put that up in terms of like fantasy. I think that's something you can throw on everyone would enjoy.
Okay, well then I'll give you one. Have you ever seen Willow?
I haven't.
Watch Willow. That's your one.
I don't know anything about it. But
all right. How about this? We both agree. We watch those, and on the next show we can see would that make it into your top 10 fantasy movies? How about that?
We'll rank 10 fantasy movies on the next.
Ooh, yeah. Let's do it. I like that. Can I interject though, real quick? Is there more Lord of the Rings, or is that the news?
No, that was just they're making the Hunt for Gollum movie directed by Andy Serkis,
and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But my topic, my little interjection into the film corner this week, involves Cavill as well.
Okay.
What do you think? Me and Georgia, my lovely girlfriend. What do you think we watched this week?
A movie.
It was two films.
A movie.
It was two films.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
We watched the Enola Holmes films.
Oh.
Have you seen them?
I started watching the first one, and then I remember I had to do something that was just mildly inconvenient, and I never went back and watched it.
Fucking great films.
Really?
Sam
Claflin's in it, isn't he?
What? Who?
Sam Claflin?
I couldn't tell you who that is.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah. I can't believe how much I slept on these films, and also they reminded me that films.
Sam Claflin plays Mycroft Holmes in it.
Oh, I've never. I don't know if I've seen him in anything else. I didn't recognize him as a known person. Really good at playing the absolute dickhead that is Mycroft.
He plays the villain of the last two seasons of Peaky Blinders.
Oh, really?
He's just a little weaselly.
Yeah, he's a dickhead in this. He's great. These movies are made for like a young adult audience. So, but we were skeptical. We were browsing through Netflix. It came up. Me and George both like a detective story. I recently took her through, and you know this. I recently took her through the Benoit Blanc stuff, the Knives Out trilogy, and she loved it. So we it was in our brains a little bit associating movies with that. So we threw it on a whim, and I can't believe how much shit I've probably given Millie Bobby Brown before. She's a really good actress. You just wouldn't know if you watch Stranger Things.
You're a renowned Millie Bobby Brown hater over here.
What's that?
You were a renowned Millie Bobby Brown hater.
I was for a while. You know?
But what have you seen her in? This and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in what else? She was in the Godzilla movies.
Which ones?
And she was in a movie called Damsel, which I haven't seen.
I feel like I've seen her in one other thing that I was using as a sort of temple to cast aspersions on privately, obviously, not in the podcast or anything like that. I didn't have that much hatred in my heart. I just thought she doesn't really do it for me as an actress. But now, my God, I'm a Millie Bobby Brown stan. Stop hating on the girl. Let her do whatever body work she wants. She can act. And I also just realized that I miss when movies weren't cynical, when the point of them wasn't to bring you down.
Fun.
Well, the second film in this is all about class warfare. But we left the film being like, fuck yeah, that was a great time. Not, oh, that reminds me of the war in Iran. It wasn't, wow, that had a lot to say, about capitalism. It did, but it wasn't like weighing me down with all the reminders of the textbooks of moral philosophy and things that I went through in college. It was just like, yeah, these are basic human truths and goods, and you remember these, and you remembered them in your genetic memory before you ever learned them in school. And let's all have fun, watch a movie together. Henry Cavill is going to be fucking incredible as Sherlock Holmes. If you didn't know that, that's who he plays.
I know. What a great cast.
The second movie is the two of them basically doing a buddy detective film, like a buddy cop movie. And it was really funny when it needed to be funny, but it doesn't do the stupid, like Rise of Skywalker. I was afraid of this, that it would do the stupid, we'd be in a tense scene and then something would be really funny. They fly now or something like that. It never ever does that. It takes itself very seriously. And the third one is coming out later on this year. So I'm very excited. Me and George are going to be there. If it's coming to theaters, even limited, we will go see it.
That reminds me of the Robert Downey Jr. movies, the Sherlock Holmes movies. I love the movie.
I was hoping these movies would give me a similar feeling.
Well,
and they did.
There's actually a young Sherlock show out at the moment, and it's supposed to be unbelievable.
Who's doing that?
This is definitely wrong. I heard it was Guy Ritchie. I don't.
He might be producing.
Maybe. Yeah. I heard he was involved with it.
Well, I know
he's like on Rotten Tomatoes, everything's got like 97 or something. Like,
I might have to check that out. How old is he in it?
I'd say he's like early 20s.
Oh,
I think he's supposed to be in college. I think the actor's like early 20s, and then he's
cool. Yeah, I'll have a look into that.
I like Sherlock Holmes.
It's fun. What else have you got? That was my Enola Holmes topic.
So we got a big.
Give it a try if you're skeptical.
A big one I was messaging you about today, but we'll leave that for the end.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
So I seen Project Hail Mary. Mm-hmm. All right, so
Yeah, what did you think?
I quite enjoyed it.
Quite enjoyed it.
I quite enjoyed it.
Not loved.
No, wait. I did really like it, but I think the reason I would say that it wasn't like 10 out of 10 best movie ever is because I read the book before, and whenever you read a book, I finished the book the day before.
Well, Andy Weir thinks the film is better than the book, apparently.
But I can see why people would prefer the film over the book if you haven't read the book. Mm-hmm. But when I was watching the movie, I kept going like, oh, I would like to this, would like to that. But you can't really come out of a movie and judge it for what's not in it. You have to judge it by what's in it. But as a movie, it's like unreal.
Yeah.
Like 8, 9 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Some of the shots are just... The fact that it's all...
I can't believe we're losing that cinematographer to the fucking Beatles movies.
Yeah. Sucks.
Sucks, dude.
But even like all the puppetry and everything was like...
Yeah.
Unreal. And then people were like, oh, Ryan Gosling should win Best Actor. I'm like, he was good. I don't know if he was that good, though.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know. Ryan Gosling should have won it for a bunch of other movies, I think.
But yeah, they added in some stuff that wasn't in the book, which was actually...
The Nice Guys too.
Which was actually good additions. They left some stuff out I would like to see, but you didn't have to have it. Mm-hmm. And they changed one or two minor things.
How do you feel about the fact, and we can talk about this now because the trailers went everywhere, people are going to see the movie. How do you feel about the fact that they spoiled Rocky?
Is it a spoiler, though?
I have friends who have read the book, and I haven't read Project Hail Mary or seen the film, but they're still quite upset that it spoiled Rocky.
Well, actually, I was gonna watch the film or read the book or whatever, and not look at any trailers. And then I was watching your review for the film when I started reading the book. There was like an early screening, and they were like, "Oh, and Rocky's great." And I remember thinking, "Well, that's a spoiler." So actually, yeah, it is probably a spoiler.
Yeah,
but they show in all the trailers. If you even in other promotional stuff, like
you can't miss him.
You can't miss him. And then when you read the blurb at the back of the book, it says like, "Oh, he makes an unlikely ally and stuff."
It does, but that could be anything.
But then again,
that could be a communication from a satellite. That could be.
Oh, I have a bit of a rant going on. Okay, but someone I seen the movie with as well. They were like, "Oh, yeah, this looks like it's really serious, like the son's dying stuff." And then we came out. The movie's hilarious. Yeah, way funny in the book. Like actually hilarious.
Hell yeah.
We came out of
Gosling's
the movie,
got serious comedic chops.
And then he was like, "That's very different to what I was expecting, but it was very good."
Hell yeah.
But no, in the pack cinema there was a woman behind me. I'd say it's the most she ever laughed in her life. She like
hell yeah.
It was annoying the person
Chris
beside
Lord
me how much she was laughing. But I was like, she's having a good time. Like.
Chris Lord and Phil Lord and Phil Miller.
Yeah.
They're
back.
If
they made a Star Wars movie.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Solo was already pretty good compared to some of the other Star Wars slop we've gotten. I was thinking about the Book of Boba Fett today. Yeah. I was texting you about that because I listened to the theme. Hey, da, 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 da. Hey, da, 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 da. Hey, da, da, da. What a fucking Mandalorian song!
On the topic of Rocky, right? Like you've probably seen some stuff of like, oh, people are like, oh, I can't believe I just cried about a rock. I've never seen so many people cry in a movie in my life.
Yeah?
Oh man, they were sobbing like.
Hell yeah.
They were sobbing.
Hell yeah.
But I came out there. So here's my little rant, right? I came out, right, and there was an older gentleman, right, in front of me, and his wife was saying to him, "Can you believe that was all practical work? That there was no computer, no whatever involved, no like CGI and stuff."
And I was like, they went to space, did they?
And then your man was like, "That's so stupid." And she was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, Google how much they cost to make this movie." I was completely eavesdropping on this conversation. Yeah. And the budget came up. He's like, "That's so stupid. Imagine how much they would have saved if they just used AI." And then he was like,
"What?"
He was like, "Movies need to use AI. They need to use AI to like generate the videos. They need to use to write scripts. They'd save so much money." And I was like, "Man, right? I don't even know you, and I want to hit you." Like,
that's crazy.
Oh man!
Hey!
You should never be allowed to watch a movie again.
My milkshake is too smooth. My fruit too juicy. My bed too soft. Oh, replace it all with the glue. Replace it with the goo. I want to sleep in my bed of slop.
Man,
did you see they shut Sora down?
Yeah.
Let's go. Big win.
But it was just getting sued so much as well. Like.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and rightfully so.
But Project Hail Mary, right? If you like sci-fi stuff, go see it. If you don't like sci-fi stuff, go see it. Because I went to, one of my cousins went to
Remember,
see it with me.
every science fiction movie is a fantasy movie wearing a skin.
Actually, while I'm on top of this, one of my cousins, he said he loves sci-fi movies, right? He says he hates fantasy movies. They're trash. I was like, man,
They're the
thing.
same genre.
Same thing.
They're the same
thing.
genre, yeah.
You just don't like it because this sword isn't a laser.
That's exactly, yes,
that's
yeah. A New Hope was called Blue Harvest because it was a fantasy movie before it was a sci-fi movie. Then they realized that might take even more money to shoot. We can give it a certain aesthetic, make all the Imperial stuff white, whatever. And then they were like, we can do it.
Well, if you actually look, it's listed most places as space fantasy.
Yeah, because space fantasy is a genre because it's when you science fantasy, but no science, just space.
Darth Vader's a wizard.
Yeah, I mean, space opera, space fantasy, all these other subgenres for, the gradients of science fiction.
And boy, we're on fantasy. That's a nice little segue. Oh, Project Hail
No,
Mary.
go on, wait, let me go a step further. The Martian is a movie about an adventurer going into a dungeon from which he goes too deep and cannot get out of. He uses his sending stone to talk to his fellow, the people at the guild who organized it, and they try and figure out a way to bring him home.
Yeah.
That's what The Martian is. It's a science fiction movie about a man being stranded on Mars. I just put it in fantasy terms in 2 seconds.
Dune.
Dune is a fantasy film.
Yeah.
Dune doesn't even wear the fucking skin well. So Dune is like, I'm not asked to write AI, so those things are fucking gone. Don't ask me about the machine uprising of 33,000 or whatever. Dune's awesome that way.
So there was a trailer. You're going to have absolutely no interest in this. There was a little trailer. I don't know if you've seen it. Just a little one. Dropped yesterday.
A teaser trailer.
For a little TV show called Harry Potter.
I heard about this, but I don't understand what this is because I heard about this for the first time today.
Oh, you don't know anything about it?
I know it's for the Deathly Hallows.
No, it's not.
What is it? Give me the name. Just give me the name.
The Philosopher's Stone.
Thank you. I thought that they did this as a film.
They did.
So, but are they kid CGI? Are they different actors? What's happening?
It's a complete reboot.
Who's what?
Complete reboot.
But
from
these
the
are
start.
still in the popular consciousness.
Huh?
These are still in the popular consciousness. These characters.
Like
I don't understand.
Deathly Hallows Part 2. The last film came out in. Bear with me now while I Google this.
I just while you're doing that, I just don't understand. And this is as someone who's not a Harry Potter fan. In fact, I'm an outright critic of it. I'm an avid hater.
When do you think Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out?
Fucking, I don't know, dude. 1777. What do you mean? I don't fucking know what that. I don't know. 2005.
That's the last Harry Potter movie. By the way.
That's the last Harry Potter movie. 2011.
Yeah, you're bang on.
Yeah, bang on. Yeah,
and they've rebooting it, so it's a new cast. They're just doing the books. So the complaint was like, oh, the movies didn't capture everything in the books. So now they're going back and they're remaking each book.
No one. I've never in my life heard someone say that about those fucking trash ass movies.
They're going back.
Fuck
and
off.
They're making each book a season of TV. But the thing is, like, I
don't think you can do. But here's the thing: with the way that a TV show is structured versus a movie, and the difference in budget, right? I don't know why we're trying to make every TV show a fucking movie now. By the way, everything.
Well, if you watch the trailer, you'll think this is like high budget.
Everything has to be. Everything has to be that level of premium. I don't agree with that. But anyway, a season of television is structured so different because it's structured episodically that you can get less done in the hour than you can in an hour of a film. So I don't think you actually gain that much here. I think it's just reselling you the same thing.
But for the later books, right?
They did chop a lot out.
They because the later books are massive. But the first book's like the biggest.
The first book's like 200 pages.
The biggest book
or
is
300?
I think 800 or 900 pages. The first book's like
Chunky.
280.
Yeah, it's short. Yeah, it's a novella.
So they're gonna add, but you can see from the trailer they're adding in stuff that wasn't in the books to try and flesh it out more.
Okay, I just rolled my eyes for the audience.
I heard it and I was like, they probably just shouldn't do that because the movies are like for people who like the Harry Potter, like they're fine. The movies are all fine, like in my opinion. And then like I was like, they probably just shouldn't make it. But then it's being made by HBO Max, who's producing the best TV
who
show
just launched in Ireland today.
Yeah. Oh man, I could list off the HBO Max shows that just rock. Like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But,
but they've also made some other stuff.
I know everything I've watched from HBO Max recently.
Have you seen Chernobyl?
No, I mean to watch it.
Oh man, now that HBO Max is, go do it. It's the best show ever made, in my opinion. Best miniseries ever made.
I will watch it. But anyway, HBO Max making. I was like, they don't really tend to miss. And then I seen the casting, and one thing the casting was, like when they made the Harry Potter films, there was like an unspoken clause of like it's all English Irish actors. There's no American actors in it.
Yeah.
Right, and there's like John Lithgow's playing Dumbledore, who's a great actor, but there's a load of American cast. I was like,
yeah,
but it doesn't matter. But I watched the trailer and I just felt like oh man, this looks good, but I also just felt like this also kind of feels wrong because I grew up with
it's
the other
betraying
ones.
what you know. Yeah.
But then I was like, it's not for me though, is it? It's for like the younger generation stuff.
Yeah, I mean, look, if it's not for us, I just hope J.K. Rowling's not making much money off of it.
But then, like when it comes out, it's gonna be like, what would people show their kids in time to come? Will they show them the show? Will they show them the movies?
I think they'll show them the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's what the parents grow up with, so that's what you want to be able to talk about them with.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
But it looks great. Oh, yeah, you probably know a lot of the actors in as well. Nick Frost. You know Nick Frost?
Oh, I know that name.
Playing Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's playing Hagrid.
I don't know.
Giant,
I don't know
the
who the fuck
half-giant.
Hagrid is. I know the name. I just don't know what role he serves in the story.
Perfect casting, in my opinion.
Cool.
But the big controversy, have you heard the big controversy about the show?
No, I saw that this happened today, and I was like, what?
So they made Severus Snape, who's a character who's described.
Yeah, I know Severus. He's bad.
He's the whitest boy alive. Like.
Yeah.
They cast a black actor to play him.
Okay,
and people are like freaking out.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, he's white.
It's a nice
he's
little
white,
fuck
he's
you to
white.
Rowling.
Right. It doesn't matter.
There's also black people in England, by the way.
But like,
has been for a while.
But it doesn't matter. Like his race doesn't affect what his character does.
Yeah.
Fair enough if it had something to do with his character, but then as well they made Hermione like black as well, but like no one cares.
Yeah.
But it's like, why'd you care about Severus Snape?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the only thing I could think of
is Snape the guy that? Who's the guy that? No.
Alan Rickman was Snape.
Yes, I was going to ask. Jason Isaacs' character is Draco Malfoy.
Lucius Malfoy, Draco's dad.
The way that. If you, I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter. I couldn't give a shit, and to be honest with you, I hope this is unsuccessful. The behind the scenes interview with him, about how he put together the costume himself, it just goes to show how fucking good and old school cool Jason Isaacs is.
Joe, I think he'd be great for.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a top tier Magneto.
You know who I think he'd be great for, because eventually it will come. I don't like Invincible. Have you seen Invincible?
No.
I haven't seen Invincible. I've only seen. I've seen some of Invincible. I think I tried to watch season 2 and I was like, you guys lost me. It's been too long. But Isaacs would be a fucking incredible Omni-Man. I would believe it. For all those out there who know. So yeah, that's a big controversy. That they cast black people. Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it's just
those people are idiots. There's been black people in England for a long time.
Like, oh, I'm boycotting the show. It's too woke and all this stuff. And like, his race doesn't affect the plot.
My favorite thing to say is whenever like the most minor inconvenience happens is like, this is because of woke. You know, like if this recording corrupts, I can't believe woke did that.
Like it's like there's certain things where a character's race matter or an actor's race matters for the character, and there's certain things where it doesn't. Like if like the meme of Ryan Gosling playing Black Panther, that probably would matter, no, right?
Yeah.
Or if Django was white, like that probably would matter.
Yeah.
Right? But for this character, it doesn't affect it.
Yeah, I don't know. White boy Django, maybe the right guy can pull it off.
But yeah. But do you want to talk about your game topic, because it kind of segues into my last topic?
It does.
I'll make it segue into.
What are you? I don't think it will. My game topic is marathon.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah, run it.
Run the marathon?
Run the marathon.
Okay. Let me. God damn it! Where's the article gone? Oh, hold on. I have it here. Vamp for me for a second while I pull this up.
So, we're gonna go back to Taylor Sheridan. He's writing Harry Potter season. No, he's not.
I got it. Yeah. Thank you for spinning that just long enough. Okay, so this is an article from Paul Tassi via Forbes gaming section. Paul Tassi, probably the most well-known journalist covering Bungie in the games industry. Now, I've been catching you up on the marathon thing, and I've been telling you it's a very interesting time in gaming. Just for some context for people who haven't listened before, or people who are, maybe the last time tuned me out and, got a little sick of this topic. The reason I'm talking about it right now is because right now in video games, there's this trend of live service. Do you know what that is?
No.
So a live service game is a game that never ends. It never stops getting updates. So it's usually a game that in some regard is part MMO, massive multiplayer online. So like Bungie's Destiny.
Okay.
Was, a new every year, or World of Warcraft, a new campaign comes out.
Warframe.
Warframe. Yeah, Warframe. Yeah, absolutely. He knows games. So,
I remember that was a free game. Someone was trying to one of my friends was trying to get me to play. He's like, you should play it. It's free. And I don't know. I didn't like it. And to this day, I say he's pumped thousands into the game on just microtransactions.
Do you know how real quick, do you know how the economy works in Warframe?
No.
So you can, if you want, right, you can play, so like, it's like Overwatch where like, there's all these different characters, right? And you can unlock them, but it costs either money you earn or money in the game, right? You know, and they all have different abilities, and you know they all have a different super move and whatever, or that kind of thing. You know, you've played those kind of games, you know. So in Warframe, and then this is probably, maybe they've changed the system. I have only touched this game for like an hour years ago, but you can either buy the character for like €40 and you have it forever, and you have it instantly, right? Or you can spend the time, earn the materials to craft the Warframe, right? In game, right? And then you have to wait days for your ship to build it.
Interesting.
What's genius about that is they make you pay for instant gratification. Isn't that really interesting? That feels like a bad practice. Anyway, neither here nor there. I could be wrong about some of that, but that was what I remember from Warframe. But no, so live service is a big trend that a lot of people think is ruining games, right? Because now game can't come out and just be Skyrim and get Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn as DLCs, and then the game is done. You're not hearing from Bethesda again in the Elder Scrolls until, hopefully Elder Scrolls 6. In reality, the reason I'm laughing, they also have a live service Elder Scrolls game, Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah. And they had some failed card games and stuff like that in the Elder Scrolls universe. I think Blades was one as well. But anyway, people think that like you're getting piecemeal story. You can't earn customizable armor. You have to buy it in the shop. It's bringing in all these really scummy business practices from multiplayer games. And the only benefit to the people is that the game goes on for longer. But if the game is less satisfying to play and there's less to chase, more of it isn't being pushed to the shop instead of earnable by killing bosses and going on adventures and delving into dungeons and whatever. What do you actually want to keep playing the game? So the game launches and you can earn a lot of that armor, but then the more expansions come out and stuff like that, the more that stuff gets pushed towards the store, right? That's the business model. But at that point, you've already spent, oh my God, 150, 200, 300, 400 on this game over the last few years. You're not going to abandon it now. So that's how these business models work, right? Now, what do you think of that model just off of hearing me say that?
Makes them a lot of money.
Yeah. But would you like to play that kind of game?
No.
Yeah, right? So that's how a lot of people feel. But the genius of live service was before people knew the psychological tactics they were going to put in the store, they'd already gotten those people to invest that money. So it was really hard for them to walk away. Just like it was hard for them to put down the cigarettes after getting addicted. They weren't told that there was nicotine in there and that the price of them was going to go up and up and up, right? So that's how live service games work. Marathon is the latest live service game by Bungie. Bungie just got bought by Sony 2 or 3 years ago because Destiny was making so much money as a live service game that Sony wanted them to consult for all their other live service games. So guys from Bungie who are at the top in management go to another studio like Arrowhead where they make Helldivers 2, which is another Sony-owned live service game. And they go, if you really want to extract more money from these people, you need to do this. And then they do that and it makes that studio more money. It makes Sony more money, right? That's the idea. That's why they paid $3.6 billion for them. Destiny 2 is failing. And now Marathon has come out. And this article from Paul Tassi reads, everything for this studio has been hanging on Marathon, their new IP. They've let their own game, Destiny 2, die to launch this new game, Marathon, right? And Sony is really worried that they made a bad investment. If Sony is too worried about that, they'll replace all of Bungie's managers with their own managers and just hostile take over the studio that way. The article is called A Marathon Reality Check. It's a good game, but it's not a hit. So basically, Marathon has sold 1.2 million copies. The game cost... So how much? 1.2 million by 40 is...
It's surely more than 40.
What's that?
It's definitely more than 40.
No, the game is 40.
Is it?
Yeah. So...
Games these days go for a lot more than 40.
Yeah, I know. Marathon's not that bad in that way. But Marathon's only multiplayer. So here's the thing, right? 1.2 million sales is a lot of sales, okay? But the game is $40. It's not a full price game. And in this day and age, games are going for like what, 80?
Yeah.
Yeah.
70 days.
So half price on launch day. Going to come down when it's on sale and stuff like that. That converts to about $50 to $55 million earned on a game that cost hundreds of millions of dollars. The realistic range, according to Tassie here, is 200 to 300 million, if not more, given production and time and scale. So Marathon is in
And marketing.
What's that? And marketing, yeah. And also, this game was delayed by 6 months because there was a controversy where they stole an artist's art and it made it into the game. Into the beta when it released. So the game was in people's hard drives with stolen art. They reached some kind of an agreement with the artist. They delayed the game by 6 months, scrubbed it, changed a lot of the visual style, brightened the colors, did things like that. The game is out now. The game is doing okay, but it's not making its budget back. So Bungie are in a very interesting position, and the gaming industry is in a very interesting position right now because Bungie have figured out live service. That's why Sony bought them all those years ago for that crazy amount of money. I've never seen a studio go for that amount of money. I've no idea if there's been a bigger one. The only thing I can think that was bigger was
Paramount.
What's that?
The recent Paramount thing.
How much was that?
Oh, that was crazy money.
Yeah, it was an order of magnitude bigger than that, I would imagine, right?
Oh.
Was that 12 billion or 50 billion?
It was a lot of billion.
Yeah. But basically, what they're wondering is, if Bungie are so good at this, can they turn this around? Because now it's just a simple problem of subtraction. Subtract 50, 55, let's say 55 million from 200 to 300, so let's call it 250 million. That's a deficit of 149 million if I'm doing my maths right, and I'm probably not because I'm looking at you and you're making a face.
No, I just found out how much they bought it for.
How much?
How much did you say they bought thing for? How many billion?
50 billion?
No, how much did they buy Bungie for?
3.6 billion.
It's a lot more than 3.6.
How much?
It's a lot more than 50. It's 111 billion.
That's a concept of money.
They paid for Warner Brothers.
That's a concept of money. That's a concept of money. That's crazy.
They also, because Warner Brothers then backed out of their deal with Netflix. There was
a punishment for that.
There's a punishment for that. And Paramount were like, I will pay that as well.
Yeah, crazy.
But Paramount are like, they're famously in debt. So like,
yeah, where are they getting the money from?
Where's the money come from?
Yeah. This is why there's a recession. But yeah, so that's Marathon. Well, the question is if Bungie are so good at live service, can they save this game without being so aggressive with microtransactions and store purchases and things like that they drive away the already small player base that they have, which would mean they have to take the game offline? Can they save Marathon? Because they've killed Destiny for this. And right now it doesn't look like a good investment. What's that?
Will they run the marathon?
How does your topic segue from Marathon and sales numbers? Tell me that.
So
I have another games topic, but I want this. There's a crossover.
Okay, marathon, right?
Yeah.
You want to run to the cinema to watch the Mario movie, don't you?
That's so shit.
But I didn't know which topic you were starting with, so I was like, I'm just gonna make a segue.
What have you got? What have you got?
This is. Would you say this is a spoiler because it's on posters?
If you think Rocky is a spoiler for Project Hail Mary and you don't want to be spoiled about the Super Mario movie, skip ahead.
This may be a spoiler for the Mario movie because by the time the Mario movie drops, which is like another week, this might just be all over the place.
That movie's coming out next week?
Yeah, 1st of April.
Oh, shit!
But yeah, actually, is 1st of April, what's that, 5 days? Yeah. Did you watch the first one?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it as well.
It's coming out next Wednesday.
I'm excited. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
They might even have an early screening in our local cinema.
Ooh, nice.
We'll see. But yeah, so...
Are we going to go to that if we have an early screening, or are you going with someone else?
I'd go watch it.
All right, let me know. We might do a spoiler cast.
A little spoiler cast from the Mario movie.
Yeah, keep an eye.
You said you're free next Wednesday. Might be a
shout.
Might be a shout.
Sounds good. I'm down. So what's the... Yeah, so again, if I
got up our local cinema. It's dropping Wednesday.
Okay. So is that early?
No, Wednesday's the day it's coming
out. If you consider Rocky being in Project Hail Mary a spoiler, then you would consider what we are about to say a spoiler for the Super Mario movie. So
if you don't want to get anything that might be a spoiler and you haven't seen trailers or posters, maybe just skip this.
I have a picture up on screen. I've edited in now of a poster of the Mario movie or just the title. Go to whenever that's not on screen and you will be safe.
Yeah.
So
there's a little poster dropped today that showed a little character that people didn't know was going to be in the Mario movie.
I heard he flies planes.
Yeah, his name's Brynjolf.
From the Thieves
Fox
Guild.
McCloud.
Never worked an honest day in your life for that Gold, miss.
But Fox, yeah, but people as well, they released a while ago, they said Donald Glover is voicing Yoshi. But I reckon he's actually voicing Star Fox. Because doesn't that fit so well?
No.
I think it fits well.
Star Fox is the most white guy voice ever.
Yeah, but Donald Glover's cool.
He is. I wouldn't hate it, but I'm just saying, like, does that fit what I know about the character? No. But would I be open and open to it and welcome it? Yeah. I just
But in trailers a while ago, they also just showed Rob.
Yeah, I know Rob's in the film.
But
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of that. But also
Donald Glover as Rob would rip. That'd be awesome.
Apparently, also in the background of some shots, you can see like the Pikmin.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
It's just like Smash Brothers.
But they the whole thing of like, because I was thinking, before this movie comes out, I was like, what are they going to do for the third Mario movie? Because they seem to just be doing everything in this one. Mm-hmm. You got Yoshi, you got Bowser Jr., you got Rosalina and Luma. They're going to all these different planets.
Yeah.
They're going to, looks like Star Fox's planet or something.
Yeah. Arcadia, I think.
Will we see Kirby? Will we see
I'm sure.
Pikachu? Will we see whatever? Because there is a Zelda movie coming out. It's live action, but they could very easily just animate.
Yeah.
You had Detective Pikachu.
You heard
Sonic movies pop off.
So you said there's a leak about someone being in this film. Someone I am a big fan of. Samus?
Yeah.
So let me tell you some. Let me tell you some. What does the leak say?
It just
says she's in it.
It just says Star Fox Fox McCloud has been revealed for like the newest Mario movie.
I forgot that was his fuck ass name.
Yeah, and then it was like leaks heavily suggest that Samus from the Metroid series will also appear.
So
but I did a little.
You did a little digging.
Well, I just brought up like the characters who have been introduced in Mario movies so far. Luigi, Mario, Yoshi,
Sorry for the dog barking Kong, if that came through the mic.
Donkey Kong. Mm-hmm. Then if Fox McCloud is going to appear in this, right? So that's Fox McCloud, such a whack name. So that's 5 characters, and if Samus appears, that's 6.
That's 6
characters. That is half the original roster for the original Smash Bros.
Who are we missing?
Ness, Kirby, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Captain Falcon, Link. But they can also all just be in this movie as well.
Surely Captain Falcon makes it into the film.
But yeah, I think if you were to make a Smash Bros. Movie, if you were to drop some characters, I think it's between Ness and Captain Falcon. They wouldn't be as. But
I'm going to be honest. Like Earthbound's done. Earthbound's done.
But you did see the Pikmin in the background, so they could just bring Olimar.
So can I give my thoughts on Samus?
Do.
Okay. Where do I begin? It's a good time to be a bounty hunter in cinema right now. Would you agree? Like Mandalorian did really well.
Yeah.
You know,
it's coming out in May actually.
People like armored bounty hunters on a quest because it's somewhere in between action hero, detective, and a couple of other tropes, outlaw, things like that people really are able to attach to. So why the fuck do we not have a Metroid movie? Why don't we have a Metroid movie? I'm so mad. I'm the biggest fucking Metroid stan on the goddamn planet. I will write and direct it myself. Give me a TV show. I'll make you a fucking $1 million in an afternoon, dude. It's so easy. It's so easy. And there's so many women that are active right now that could star as Samus. Margot Robbie would be an incredible Samus.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
But there's also a billion people that fucking, I mentioned earlier, Millie Bobby Brown would be a great young Samus. She would. She looks like her. She has the face. I'm telling you.
But recently as well, video game stuff's just been doing well.
It's been doing incredibly well. Also, fuck, why didn't I put this in the news? Alana Pierce has just founded a studio for film and television adaptations from video games. A studio that's literally purpose-built to treat them right. So I don't know if they're planning on being a full production house or they're being a consulting studio or like maybe both or whatever. But they've announced, what is that game? It's the game where you're a priest and the tagline is what you're about to do has not been authorized by the Vatican. Forget the name of the game. But they've announced, look up.
Ireland, didn't it?
The Mother and Baby Homes game is gonna go crazy, but yeah, no, they've announced the new studio. Let me find it real quick. I'll find the name. I should have put this in the news. This deserves a shout out because do you think there's a need for that, or do you think people have figured it out?
I don't know. There's a lot of like the Sonic movies. I like. They're great. The Detective Pikachu movie wasn't bad. The Mario movie's good. The Last of Us TV show season 1 was good. Season 2, they're making the God of War show. They're making the Tomb Raider show.
Okay, I wanted to talk about the God of War show as well because I forgot to bring it up the week that picture came out. That looks like dog ass.
I like the cast though.
Yeah, but he looks ridiculous.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like Kratos. It looks like a man in paint, which I know that's what Kratos is.
Tomb Raider as well is coming out.
Yeah,
they're filming that at the moment.
Yeah. Real quick.
Zelda's coming out.
Content creator, this is an article from Variety.com by Jennifer Mass. Content creator Alana Pierce launches Charred Pictures in partnership with game devs. Faith, the Unholy Trinity film adaptation. 2 more movies in the works. I've been a long-time fan of Alana Pierce. She worked on God of War Ragnarok. She's great. I can't wait to see what she does with the studio. Going out, a long-time partner of, Rahul Kohli?
No.
You've seen Rahul Kohli and stuff. I just don't know what it would be. Did you watch Haunting of Bly Manor? Midnight Mass?
Yeah, watch what?
Haunting of Bly Manor?
No.
Midnight Mass?
No. They're both on my list.
I'll show you Rahul Kohli. I think you've seen him and stuff. And also, he's in a game that comes out this week called Saros. I'm not going to play it. It's not my genre. But I just wanted to mention it because it looks like a cool game. Hold on a second. I have an image of him up here. That's Rahul Kohli. You've seen him in a bunch of stuff, I bet.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. He's great. But yeah, her partner. Or his partner. But they're a power couple, man. I can't wait to see what they do over at Charred Pictures. But give me a Samus TV show or a movie, dude. That's my point.
Would you animate it or live action?
So I would prefer if it was live action, but the art style of Metroid is like it's really gritty and dark in some places, and then in others it's like less dark. Like, have you ever seen the X Parasites in Metroid?
Probably.
I think they're in a trophy or something like that in Smash Brothers, but they're just they're blobs.
Yeah.
That's all they are. Whereas like the Metroid looks like something that it comes from the era of like great sci-fi horrors. That looks creepy enough. It's a jellyfish that attaches to your brain and sucks the psychic energy out of it, basically. But you can do that fine. But the X Parasites are a little goofy looking, and they're supposed to be more deadly than Metroids. But I don't know. Maybe you could do them in live action. But I think the alternative is animate it like The Bad Batch or Clone Wars, like Lucasfilm. They know what they've got it so figured out with what they're doing. And also, those studios are open to being hired now for other IPs. They've been working on other stuff as well because Star Wars hasn't been making as much money lately. So just hire one of those studios, get them to make a Metroid show, make your money, and get out. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
And then you have animated Samus to put in your Mario movie. So we will see next Wednesday if Samus is in there. I'll scream. It'd be like fucking Toa Tahu, showing up in a movie.
They might just put her in though without giving her own project because they seem to be doing that with Fox and Cloud.
Yeah, but give her her own project. Metroid's doing really well now. Metroid Prime 4 just came out in December. But when was the last time Star Fox had a game?
Out of all those franchises that we named there, like the ones that were in the original Smash roster.
Yeah.
Like at this point, Yoshi was his own franchise, but he's a Mario character.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong, he was his own franchise, but he's
a
Mario character. The only ones I can think of who are still doing well, you got Mario, obviously, Pokemon, and Zelda.
Yeah.
Like there was a Kirby game, but I don't know.
Well, there was Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
I would,
I would count
if
that
anything, but if Pikachu, sorry, knocked the mic. If Pikachu shows up, it's going to be Detective Pikachu. I put money on that.
But when was the last time you heard something of a Captain Falcon game?
Well, people have been begging for it for years, but they just haven't produced it.
What's Ness from Earthbound?
Yeah, no one cares about Earthbound.
Kirby, he had a game recently, didn't he?
Yeah, very recently. Yeah, I mean, Sakurai would prefer working on Kirby than Smash Bros. Like Kirby's his son.
I'm surprised there's been no Kirby show though.
Yeah,
like movie. Actually, there was.
There was. Yeah, but there was. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That was like a fever dream. There.
That was, but it was in the same vein of like the Mario movie. It was like, kind of.
But why is Kirby not a thing now? Like, so you think like a little ball like that?
I think the last game was an air ride game, right? It was like one of the Kirby's air ride games. I think.
Switch 2 was having a Kirby game, or did they have it?
Yeah, I think that was a air ride.
Oh yeah,
game. That's like the sub franchise. It's like their racing game. Okay, is that it for you in entertainment news?
That's kind of it, yeah.
Okay, there's a game coming out that you're going to be at least a little bit interested in that I don't think you know about.
Kirby.
So you played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
No, I didn't.
I thought you did play.
No, I didn't.
No,
played none of those games.
Oh, for the love of God, play them. You'd love those games. But anyway. Respawn Entertainment, that studio, is working on a new Star Wars game. and it's coming out pretty soon, from what I can tell.
Can I make a request that they don't include another person who survived Order 66, because at this point it's becoming ridiculous.
But there's a twist, because it's a clone trooper.
That's fine.
Yeah. So no, there's also a Jedi from the looks of things here.
Of course.
Yeah. I think it's an Umbaran Jedi. Here, hold on, wait. Let me do this. Let me send you the image of this thing.
Have you seen Freddie Prinze Jr. where he's talking about like 2 and 2 the Force balances and
Yeah, it's a great video.
Yeah, but it also just doesn't matter anymore because so many people survived Jedi Order 66. There was not 2 Jedi.
Yeah, there was a fucking trillion. Yeah.
1,000 of them.
Look at I just sent you the cover image of this game.
But still not my boy Plo Koon.
No, not my boy Plo Koon, my favorite Jedi. Star Wars Zero Company will kill story characters Fire Emblem style. Narrative lead says, I lost an argument about permadeath and it's good that I did. Star Wars is about loss after all. So Zero Company is a game that is, and sorry, that's from a Games Radar article by Dustin Bailey. So
the Clone Trooper's mask cracked.
Yeah.
That looks sick.
It looks awesome, right? So this is Zero Company is a game that is sort of like XCOM or Fire Emblem style. This game is just listed as coming soon, by the way. There's nothing here. It is a single player turn-based tactics game set in the twilight of the Clone Wars. So I wonder if that means right before Order 66 and it's going to happen during the game, which would be really cool, or if it's just after Order 66. But yeah, it is there's more. A former Republic officer who leads Zero Company, an unconventional outfit of professionals for hire hailing across the galaxy. So it is a turn-based tactics game, is what it looks like. Similar to XCOM and stuff like that. Looks like you're running with a Mandalorian, possibly a Night Owl based on the helmet. No, it doesn't look like a Night Owl. It looks like a sort of heavy infantry type of vibe. A droid, this guy in Clone Trooper armor who hopefully is a Clone Trooper. It's not certain that he is, I guess. An Umbaran and I forget the name of that race, the Jedi guy.
I was looking at that, I was like, what is that?
Yeah, and I guess the main character is the guy.
He's Cabe.
Oh, that's Cabe, yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited for this game. This looks like my thing. It is a narrative-driven game, but if the characters die in a mission, that will be reflected in the story as it plays out. So I assume the ending is the same no matter what, but scenes are different based on who's still alive or not. So if a character dies in the match, they're dead forever in a level. That's very exciting to me. I can't wait to see that. These guys know Star Wars. They know what it's like. That Clone Trooper guy looks awesome. If he dies, I'm resetting the level. I can't wait. I'm also looking forward to just kind of... Usually these games have like conversations between characters like you can unlock, like in Fire Emblem.
Never played.
Which you should give that series a go as well. But if I'm standing beside you and we're holding the line against enemies, if we do that for long enough, then our like friendship will go up. There'll be a cutscene that you can unlock, which is like a conversation between the two characters. And then when next time they're beside each other in a battle, they get like a buff. Because then it's strengthened their like bond or whatever. So I don't know that mechanic is going to be in this game, but it would be nice to see it. It would be nice to see something like that for the effort that you're going through to kind of make sure all these characters live and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'll absolutely play this game. I didn't know this was coming out. I found out about this today. That game looks awesome. I'm very, very, very excited for that game.
Yeah, it looks dope.
Yeah. Also, do you want to talk about this on the air? I think we should. Think about starting a book club.
You are?
We are.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. So the idea of the show would be once every 2 weeks or once a month, you pick a film or a TV show, and I pick a game, and both of us play it, and then we do a podcast where we discuss it, and you guys have the notice that we have to play it alongside us, have your own experience, come back, and then we have a video where we discuss what that was like.
I suppose we kind of have a little trial. So this week, Willow and Stardust, even though they're both movies. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Cool. Yeah. But we're still discussing the best ways to do it and stuff like that. But that's going to be coming at some stage soon. For the first episode, we will probably announce what we're playing and watching on the podcast. After that, we'll do episode 1 and we'll announce what we're playing and watching for the second episode in that first episode. But yeah, that's this episode, I think. For the first episode, I do think
we're both going to check out Cape.
Oh yeah.
See what the weather's like up there in Cape Tier.
Yeah.
You know?
Cape Town.
Yeah, Cape Town. Thanks for watching episode 6 of Double Exposure.
Bye bye.